Hello there, a very good evening and welcome to another edition of Primetime News on TV1. I'm Charlotte Benedict for the Newsfirst team.
And I'm Naveksha Gunasekara. Here are your headlines for tonight.
Opposition groups disrupt Galle Council meeting. Mayor files police complaint over assault. Matugama SJB chairman attacks secretary. Victim hospitalized. Customs surpasses revenue target with 300 billion rupees surplus. Former Minister Johnston's son, Johan, arrested. Sajid meets UNP representatives. Renuka Ekanayaka questioned again over dairy import scandal. China to send relief worth 1 million RMB to Sri Lanka.
Onto those stories in detail now. Sri Lanka police have initiated an investigation into an incident where several members of the opposition coalition allegedly assaulted the municipal secretary during a special meeting of the Galle Municipal Council that was held today. Police confirmed that a statement has been recorded from the municipal commissioner who was subjected to the assault.
During today's special meeting, the opposition coalition representatives behaved in an extremely unruly and disruptive manner. Those involved were members representing the United National Party, Samagi Jana Balawegaya and Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna. The Galle Municipal Council, which is under the control of the National People's Power, faced obstruction from opposition members from the very start of the session. Their protest was based on claims that the budget approval during the previous council meeting was unlawful. Municipal Council Secretary Faruzia Farwin reportedly fled the scene to escape the assault by council members. Later, opposition representatives allegedly splashed water on officials representing the council secretariat. The mayor of Galle has lodged a formal complaint with the Galle police regarding the incident. Representatives of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, United National Party, Samagi Jana Balawegaya and Sri Lanka Freedom Party claimed that their disruptive actions during today's special meeting of the Galle Municipal Council were intended to address concerns over alleged irregularities in vote counting during the previous budget session. They described their response as that of a progressive opposition group.
As the progressive opposition, we expressed our dissent because we have no clarity from the secretary or the officials. When all 19 of our members were present, how can they claim we didn't vote? That's a blatant fraud and we strongly condemned it. If another official had presided, we would have peace, registered our protest or even walked out. That is our right. Several opposition members stormed to the council chamber, intimidating officials, splashing water and even damaging official documents, creating total disorder. This was a deliberate attempt to obstruct Galle's development plans. It's a disgraceful act, an attack on public service, human rights and citizens' rights. These individuals acted in extremely shameful and malicious manner and we strongly condemn it. The secretary holds an administrative position and today's incident was a direct threat to that role. This is deeply regrettable and amounts to organized violence. It was a shocking and unacceptable act against public officials.
විදියට තමයි මට දකින්න ලැබෙන්නේ නිලධාරීන්ට එල්ල කරන ලද බරපතල ඉතාම කනගාටුදායක වින්දිත ඇසරීමක් විදියට තමයි මට දකින්න පුළුවන්. සභා ගර්භය තුල කිසි ලෙසකවත්
No one has the right to commit a criminal offence inside the council chamber. Freedom of speech does not mean obstructing official duties or harassing state employees. Sections 345 and 348 of the Penal Code clearly define such acts as serious offences. If intimidation or violence occurs, those responsible must be held accountable. This is not the parliament where leaders throw books and chairs. Such behavior has no place in a municipal council.
The secretary of the Matugama Pradesh Sabha has been hospitalized following an alleged assault by the chairman of the council who represents the Samagi Janabalawegya. According to reports, the secretary has also lodged a formal complaint with the Matugama police regarding the incident. Police confirmed that 6 statements have been recorded so far in connection with the case. The incident occurred while the secretary was on duty at the council office. It is alleged that the chairman arrived verbally, threatened her and struck the table with a heavy object placed on the desk to prevent files from being blown away, which in turn struck her on the shoulder. The assault reportedly took place after a heated argument over a development project worth approximately 20 million rupees.
Newsfirst with the people. From the earth to the deep blue seas and the skies above, Dialog, Sri Lanka's #1 network. Dialog 5G Ultra. Experience Sri Lanka's #1 5G network today.
The Inland Revenue Department has succeeded in collecting 2,203 billion rupees in revenue in the year 2025, the highest amount recorded in its 93-year history. This represents a surplus of 33 billion rupees over the revenue target for the year and a 15% increase compared with the revenue collected in the previous year.
Commissioner General of Inland Revenue Rukdevi Fernando and officials met the President for a discussion, marking the first occasion in the 93-year history of the Inland Revenue Department that a President has visited the department. The President attended a meeting with the staff this morning to review the progress achieved in 2025 and the new plans for 2026. The President expressed his appreciation to all officers and staff of the Inland Revenue Department for surpassing the revenue expected by the government and urged everyone to continue working towards a common objective in order to realize the economic transformation required for the country. Emphasizing that no individual is entitled to the privilege of evading taxes, the President stated that the era in which a tax culture prevailed based on personal, familial or political affiliations has come to an end. He further stressed that the law will be enforced without hesitation, irrespective of status, against those who attempt to evade taxes. The President also pointed out that tax collection is neither repression nor coercion but a legitimate right of the state, adding that necessary changes will be made to laws, regulations, designations and staffing in order to secure this contribution. The President also reviewed the progress of the Excise Department for the year 2025 and its projected targets for 2026. President Anurukumar Dissanayake pointed out that efforts must be made to collect the revenue due to the government. He emphasized that the primary revenue generating state institutions bear a massive responsibility in building economic and social stability within the country. The Excise Department is said to exceed its 2025 revenue target of 227.4 billion rupees by achieving a total of 231.3 billion rupees. This marks the first time in history that a revenue target of 102% has been achieved. The President's Media Division stated that the meeting also included a review of the amendments to the Excise Ordinance as well as the progress and results of anti-drug raids conducted throughout 2025.
Sri Lanka Customs is entering 2026 after surpassing its revenue targets and generating an additional 300 billion rupee surplus. Customs Director General SP Aruk Goda made this statement during a discussion held today with the President.
Earlier this morning, the President visited Sri Lanka Customs to review its progress for 2025 and examine new plans for 2026. The meeting included directors and senior officials of the department. The President expressed his appreciation for the department's contribution in earning the required revenue for the country and ensuring economic and social stability. Director General Aruk Goda noted that in 2025, the department exceeded its expected revenue target of 2,115 billion rupees, achieving this milestone with an additional 300 billion rupees surplus, enabling the country to begin 2026 on a strong financial footing. The President emphasized the need to maintain efficiency and transparency in customs operations and invited all stakeholders to work together under new plans to ensure economic victory for Sri Lanka in 2026. The meeting also featured detailed discussions on customs performance in 2025 and strategic plans for 2026 with new ideas and proposals presented. Sri Lanka Customs operates under 4 key areas: revenue collection, trade facilitation, social protection and institutional development. The President reviewed progress in each area during the session.
The son of former Minister Johnston Fernando was arrested on allegations of misusing state property.
Johan Fernando, the son of former Minister Johnston Fernando, was arrested on allegations of misusing state property. Police said the arrest was made by the Financial Crimes Investigation Division during a raid in Kumbukwava, Ibagamua. The suspect is accused of deploying a lorry belonging to Sirasa, the state-owned retail network, for private business purposes. He will be produced in court tomorrow. Former Ministry Secretary Renuka Nayaka appeared before the Financial Crimes Investigation Division again today to provide a statement regarding an ongoing probe. The investigation concerns transactions related to the importation of dairy cattle from Australia during the period from 2012 to 2017. Ekanayaka had previously spent over 7 hours yesterday giving a detailed statement to the FCID in connection with the same inquiry. A member of the Nallur Pradeshya Sabha was arrested after police discovered 4 kilograms and 800 grams of Kerala cannabis at his residence this morning. The suspect is a councillor representing the Tamil Arusu party. The arrest was made during a raid at his home where the large stock of cannabis was seized. Authorities confirmed that the councillor will be produced before court.
Jamboni Kamanta Tushara, chairman of the Citizens' Power Against Bribery, Corruption and Waste, appeared before the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption today to provide a statement regarding a previous complaint. The complainant requested an investigation into the assets and liabilities of 6 current government ministers.
On
the 16th of September 2025, we submitted a complaint against 6 ministers of this government, asking the Commission to examine the assets and liabilities recorded in their data system. Our organisation had 4 main reasons for this move. First, we wanted to observe how the government reacts when complaints are filed against its own ministers. Second, to test whether the Bribery Commission truly operates independently and investigates complaints against political authorities. Third, there's a narrative that NPP, JVP MPs have no assets, yet the public has never seen their declarations. Fourth, we wanted to verify whether the declared assets are genuine or fabricated to cover future misconduct. We request the Commission to investigate how these assets were acquired and whether they are legitimate. The ministers named in our complaint are Bimal Ratnayaka, Wasantha Samarasinghe, Kumara Jayakudi, Sunil Handunetti, Sunil Watagala and Nalinda Jayatissa. This is a litmus test for the Bribery Commission. If they conduct this inquiry transparently, it will restore public confidence and dispel doubts about political influence over the Commission.
Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya announced that 94% of the 25,000 rupee disaster relief payments have been successfully disbursed to affected residents in the Colombo district. She made these remarks while addressing the media following the Colombo District Disaster Management Committee meeting.
As
of now, progress on the 25,000 rupee relief payment stands at 94.38% in Colombo district. In addition, we have received 7,535 applications for the 50,000 rupee compensation scheme, of which 3,049 payments have already been completed. The remaining payments will be finalized within the next 2 to 3 days. We have also launched a 15,000 rupee grant for school children affected by disasters to purchase books and essential supplies. So far, 14,597 applications have been received and more are expected. Our goal is to ensure these payments are completed before the new school term begins on the 5th of January. The second part of today's discussion focused on reducing risks and strengthening disaster mitigation measures for the future. We are planning a long-term program to protect both the people of Colombo district and our environment.
අපේ පරිසර පද්ධතියත් ආරක්ෂා කිරීමට ඒ දීර්ඝකාලීන වැඩසටහනක් විසලසුම් කරගෙන යනවා.
The committee appointed by the President to manage foreign aid announced that all assistance received will be distributed quickly without misuse and allocated to relevant projects.
දැනට මේ වන විට මානුෂීය ආධාර රටවල් 22කිනුත් ලෝක ආහාර වැඩසටහනෙනුත් සියලුම රටවල් වලින් ලැබිච්ච ටොන් ප්‍රමාණය ටොන්.
At present, we have received humanitarian aid from 22 countries and the World Food Programme, totaling approximately 2,161.72 metric tons. Out of this, we have already distributed around 1,000 3,800 metric tons to all district secretariats based on their requirements across 2 districts. When it comes to essential equipment, out of 270 units received, 210 have been issued to 1 district. We have also received over 26 metric tons of medicines, all of which have been handed over to the Ministry of Health. In terms of shelter, we received 14,750 tents and 13,550 have already been distributed to 17 district secretariats. For housing related items, out of 9,761 units, 8,515 have been issued to 18 districts. Clothing donations amount to 23 metric tons, of which 15 metric tons have been distributed to 12 district secretariats. Other miscellaneous items total 5 metric tons and 3.4 metric tons have been allocated to 7 districts. These contributions have come from multiple countries in various forms.
වෙනත් බහණ්ඩ ගත්තම ටොන් 5කින් ටොන් 3.4ක් අපි දිස්ත්‍රික්ක ලේකම් 7කට අපි නිකුත් කරලා තිනවා. එක එක රටවල් වලින් එක එක ආකාරයට එකතු කරලා සහනාධාර ලැබලා දීලා.
China says it will send relief worth RMB 1 million to Sri Lanka.
The Chinese embassy in Sri Lanka announced that the Communist Party of China will provide relief supplies worth 1 million RMB to the people of Sri Lanka, reinforcing the strong ties between the two nations. In a statement shared on social media, the embassy expressed solidarity and compassion. It said, quote, love and care from the Communist Party of China to the Sri Lankan people, unquote. The relief initiative is being coordinated by the International Department of the CPC Central Committee. The Cabinet has granted approval to increase financial assistance for businesses impacted by recent disasters, introducing a comprehensive relief loan program. Under the Extended Disaster Relief Loan Scheme, all affected businesses will receive a 6-month grace period and a 3-year repayment plan. The scheme offers up to 250,000 rupees for micro-enterprises, up to 1 million rupees for small-scale businesses, and up to 25 million rupees for medium and large-scale enterprises. Loans will be provided at an annual interest rate of 3%. A total of 5 million has been allocated for this initiative.
In the first phase, the government provided aid, some 150,000 or 200,000 rupees, to help businesses restart operations such as industries, fisheries and agriculture immediately after the disaster. Those who received grants can now access this loan facility to continue their recovery. Applications will open in January 2026 and collateral will not be required.
අප තබා ගැනීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් කරුණක් ඇතුළත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉල්ලුම් කිරීමත් එක්ක 2026 වසරේදී ජනවාරි ඉඳන් ආරම්භ වෙනවා.
A massive fire broke out at a clothing store in Kiribatgoda this afternoon, completely destroying the premises.
The blaze erupted around 1:30 p.m, causing panic in the area and triggering severe traffic congestion along the Colombo-Kandy main road. According to our correspondent, the traffic jam made it extremely difficult for the fire trucks to reach the location, delaying firefighting efforts. Despite these challenges, firefighters managed to contain the flames after an intense struggle.
A meeting was held between representatives of the United National Party and the Samagijana Balavegaya. The meeting was held today.
It was a high-level discussion between opposition leaders Sajith Premadasa and senior UNP leadership. Representing the UNP were Deputy Leader Ruwan Wijewardena, Assistant Leader Akhila Viraj Karyawasam and Deputy Chairman Navin Disanayaka. Reports indicate the discussion lasted several hours and was conducted in a cordial atmosphere.
The LOLC Divisavia You, Me, Our Country social welfare initiative aimed at providing relief to disaster-affected families took place for the 9th consecutive day today. Today's program focused on the areas Badulla, Nuwara and Ratnapura.
Under the LOLC Divisavia You, Me, Our Nation social welfare initiative, essential items were distributed to numerous families in Alla, Bandarawala and Haldumula divisional secretariat divisions in the Badulla district, Mathurata and Nuwara divisions in the Nuwara district, Palmadulla, Ratnapura and Dahaliyaguda divisions in the Ratnapura district. The program aims to provide assistance to 4,000 families across 69 divisional secretariat divisions. The LOLC Divisavia program will run for 10 days, covering 6 districts severely impacted by the recent cyclone, namely Kandy, Matale, Kegol, Badulla, Nuwara and Ratnapura. Tomorrow, the program will continue in Nuwara district, ensuring that families receive dry rations and other essential items to help them recover from the disaster.
Ashanti, Sri Lanka's trailblazing hip-hop and R&B sensation, has etched her name in history yet again. The island nation's hip-hop queen has won the Voice Independent Music Awards' highest honor.
Cutting, bidding, hunting, udding, wangu damala. Cutting, cutting, watting, godding, paniya halala. Ceiling, billing, belek, hunting, sadde damala. Magging, pemak, laban, be.
Sri Lanka's first female rapper and the only Sri Lankan female artist signed to a major international label, Universal Music India, has been awarded the Vima Global Icon Award, the highest international honour presented by the prestigious Vima Music Awards. The award was personally handed over by Vima founder Sirasa Chandran in Malaysia, recognizing Ashanti's extraordinary contributions to the global music industry and her influence across South Asia.
Thank you so much, Siva, because back in 2012, when I was coming up in the industry and I was still a young one, Siva recognized my talent and gave me so many awards on this platform, Vima. And I am here again today with Siva, winning this award for
seeing after 12 years.
Icon. After 12 years, it's been surreal. And thank you so much for this. It means a lot.
For over 2 decades, Ashanti has been a powerhouse vocalist, songwriter and producer, redefining Sri Lanka's contemporary music scene and becoming one of South Asia's most recognizable female voices. The Voice Independent Music Awards, Asia's pioneering independent music awards platform, launched in Malaysia in 2008, is set for a major comeback in 2026 after a 7-year hiatus. The relaunch promises multilingual categories, tech-driven initiatives and exciting new platforms to celebrate diversity and authenticity in music.
From the earth to the deep blue seas and the skies above, Dialog, Sri Lanka's #1 network, Dialog 5G Ultra. Experience Sri Lanka's #1 5G network today.
Bangladesh's first female Prime Minister Khaleda Zia has died at the age of 80 after suffering from prolonged illness.
Khaleda Zia, Bangladesh's first female Prime Minister and a towering figure in the country's turbulent politics, has died at the age of 80 after a prolonged illness, according to her party. Khaleda died at the Evercare Hospital in Dhaka, where she was admitted on the 23rd November with symptoms of a lung infection. Her doctors said she had advanced cirrhosis of the liver, arthritis, diabetes and chest and heart problems. Khaleda's death closes a chapter spanning more than 3 decades, during which she and her rival Sheikh Hasina, who were known as the Battling Begums, dominated Bangladeshi politics. Bangladesh's interim leader Muhammad Yunus expressed his profound sorrow at Khaleda's death in a statement on X. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Pakistan's leader Shehbaz Sharif also offered their condolences. Khaleda was born on the 15th August 1946 in Dinajpur, then part of India's East Bengal, now northern Bangladesh. She married Army officer Zia-ur Rahman in 1960 when she was about 15. Rahman gained prominence after Bangladesh's 1971 War of Independence, later assuming the presidency in 1977 and founding the BNP in 1978. Khaleda's political career began not through ambition but tragedy. Her husband was assassinated in an abortive military coup in 1981, plunging Bangladesh in turmoil. Rahman, who had stabilized the country after years of coups and counter-coups, left behind a fragile political order. Khaleda, who was 35 years old and a mother of 2, inherited the BNP leadership.
The ground forces of the Chinese People's Liberation Army Eastern Theater Command conducted long-range live-fire drills in the waters to the north of Taiwan Island.
China's Eastern Theater Command conducted 10 hours of live fire exercises, launching rockets into waters to the north and south of the democratically governed island.
火炮追，放！
Named Justice Mission 2025, the drill began 11 days after the US announced a record $11.1 billion arms package to Taiwan, drawing the Chinese Defense Ministry's ire and warnings that the military would quote-unquote take forceful measures in response.
Sri Lanka Cricket has announced the appointment of legendary pacer Lasith Malinga as the consultant fast bowling coach for the national men's team.
The short-term appointment runs from the 15th of December 2025 to the 25th of January 2026 as part of Sri Lanka's intensive preparations for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. Malinga, renowned worldwide for his mastery of death bowling and game-changing performances in the shortest format, will work closely with Sri Lanka's fast bowlers to sharpen their skills and strategies ahead of the global tournament.
Cricket fever has gripped Thiruvananthapuram as the highly anticipated final T20 match between the Indian and Sri Lankan women's teams unfolds under the floodlights. Invited to bat first, India posted a total of 175 runs for the loss of 7 wickets. Chasing a target of 176 runs, Sri Lanka were 70 runs for the loss of 1 wicket a short while ago.
Sri Lanka won the toss and opted to field first. The Indian innings was opened by Shefali Verma and 17-year-old Gunlan Kamalini. Shefali was dismissed for 5 runs as the first wicket for India. Making her debut, Gunlan Kalmini was dismissed for 12 runs as the second wicket for India. India's top order was dismissed, cheaply losing their first 5 wickets for just 77 runs. Captain Harmanpreet Kaur, who took the burden of the Indian innings, scored 68 runs, becoming the highest scorer in the innings. Her score, which came off 43 balls, included 9 fours and 6 sixes. Kavisha Dilhari, Rashmika Sewandi and Chamari Atapattu bagged 2 wickets each. India finished the first innings on 175 runs for the loss of 7 wickets at the end of 20 overs.
And that's a wrap of Primetime News on TV1 for tonight.
Thank you for watching.
Good night.